Bonjour, je m'appelle History Nerd. Bienvenue à Civilization 5 avec France. In case anybody doesn't speak French, I just said hello, I'm the History Nerd and welcome to Civilization 5 France. Let's hit that next turn button. And let's see what's going on in the world. Alright, so, looks like Sweden here is going after Washington, which means we will then have the Swedes, who are undoubtedly the world power, on our continent. And as the third place civilization, I don't know if I really appreciate that. Not sure that's really what I want to have happen. Considering how massive Sweden is here. In fact, let's see. How about some open borders? Nope, that's under trade. We already have open borders. Excellent! So why are you freaking out? You got tons of stuff to go look at. And we got another workboat, so how about we go all the way up, over and around there? Possibly because that's where that one's going, but, you know, we'll find out. Troye, what can you build? In fact, what do we need? Let's see here. We need a Colosseum. Oh no, that's New York. And an opera house. Okay. How about... You're good on money, how about an opera house? For that we need a theater, I do believe. So how about a theater? Go! Wonderful. And what's New York building? A castle. After that... Damn my horrible memory. What was it I needed? I think a Colosseum. And indeed it was. Okay. So... Let's see if I can add something to the queue. Something I've never used. There we go. I don't think I've used the queue system since Civ 3 for some reason. So I think it's pretty safe to say... Okay, peace treaty's over with Washington. Maybe we should just drive in and take Washington before Sweden does. That might not be a bad idea. What do we got there? Well, what is it? I mean, coal. Aha. Damn, that is a lot of gold that Stockholm has. That's crazy. Alright. Hydro plant? How much aluminum do I have? Not a lot, but you know what? Orleans is my production city, so there you have it. Back, not add to queue. Show the queue, take that away, change production. Oh, well. We should let that turn finish up before I figure out what I'm putting into Paris. Thank you. That can't be Paris's build queue. How long has it been sitting on research if I haven't built any buildings, apparently? There we go. And you can just keep trudging along. Head back to Paris. Man, there's a lot that Paris hasn't built. Okay. Not even a stock exchange for some reason. Possibly a police station? Although I don't know how many, other than Mongolia, how many people are spying on me. And if Mongolia is even spying in Paris. Stock exchange. Excuse me. So, the big plan, the big concern with this game is quite naturally Sweden. I need to start building myself up and getting ready for an invasion of Sweden. The tricky thing is, I do believe they are rather far ahead of me in tech, and there's no doubt that they are rather far ahead of me in military size, etc. The only thing I've got really going for me is to possibly liberate these cities, right? So if I land in here and give Berlin, Hamburg, and Cologne back to Germany, oh, as well as Essen and Dortmund too. Oh, good. And Montreal. That might wind up being a city-state release, but if that goes back to Germany too, I don't really mind. And then up in here, it looks like we've got the remnants of the Native American Civ. We could probably get them released, but man, I don't know. They're so big. It's a bit of a concern. And let's see, what do we want? I mean, Lyon here doesn't need to really build anything. So we shall have it building. Stock exchange. Yeah, let's go with that. More money. More money is always a good thing. Absolutely, Dido. That is a pretty much a necessary thing, really. Alright. Do you not have anything? I guess you really don't. You've been beaten down, haven't you? Okay, how about a defensive pact then? Good. There we go. So now we're starting to push our influence into that other continent over there, which is good. But take a look at this military score. 18,125, with Dido in second place with a measly 5,000. And, I mean, Dido, Gandhi, and myself. Even if all three of us teamed up together and threw in Bismarck, we still wouldn't have the military power of Sweden. Something there definitely needs to change. And that something is going to be France. France is going to have to militarize like crazy. So, we've only got about 2,500 in gold. That's not a lot. I'm going to have to, as soon as I get Foreign Legion, update everybody, which isn't a lot. I don't have a lot of infantry to update. But I'm still going to need to, well, obviously update them and buy new units. Build new units as well. And really, there are two trains of thought behind this. I could build up a big army and take over Gandhi. Aluminum, that's critical. Oil's critical. Iron, not so much. But even coal is useful these days. So that is a possibility. It's not exactly the best option, but it might be the only option to take on Sweden. So I'm leaning towards, for the two options, either take on India or go liberate all the German territories. And I'm really not sure which one would be better. Good! We'll let it slide this time. And that's looking good. So, yeah, all of this Mongolian spying leads me to get really, really excited about Brave New World and their trade. So I'm not sure of the actual specifics and how it totally works, but it looks like technology trade can actually happen based upon trade routes. So that's pretty exciting. I'm thrilled at the prospect of that. Because now that would mean that obviously I would have had trade routes set up with Mongolia forever. I forgive you. And if I could give you the tech, I would, but it's just frustrating to see you stealing it. You know, it's just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, I covered your ass for all of history, Mongolia, and now you're just stealing my shit. Oh, there's Kyoto. Keep going. No, we're done. Probably trade post would be best. Troy. Good. So now it's just New York that needs the Coliseum. That's great. It means we're going to build for you. Actually, they're working a lot of sea resources, really. And how about a hydro plant in Paris? Actually, let's get that Q system going again. Yeah, I'm going to be using that more often. Workboat, there we go. Orleans. We should get a stock exchange in there, and then we should start spamming some units out of Orleans. In fact, we should also upgrade that cannon. I'm not really sure what Sweden's doing with that lone piece of artillery just sort of marching up towards Boston. Hey, we've now entered the modern era just like everyone else! First things first, Foreign Legion, I think would be our best bet. Offshore platforms, not really necessary. Flight, it's fun, but no. Replaceable parts, we need the infantry. Nope. We got a new spy. Where are you? You are in Florence rigging elections, which is proving to be quite good for us. Where else can we go and rig some elections? You give Warsaw a try. And they're actually practicing... They are practitioners of Frenchianity in Warsaw, so that might not be a bad idea. Mombasa looks like nobody's got nothing going on. And Singapore is on the American side, I do believe. Or... I mean, all of these cities are probably safely in... Yeah. Safely in Sweden or Carthage's sphere. However, I'm wondering... Oh no, they're allied with Sweden. I don't really want to push Sweden's buttons just yet. And I'm guessing Kathmandu is as well. I don't need to find that on the map, thank you. Manila. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, Mombasa. Nobody. They want Frenchianity, but they're allied with Sweden? Alright. We will pledge to protect you. Yes, yes. Now, how much faith have I got? I should have tons of faith kicking around. Purchase a missionary. Where are you at, buddy? Missionary. Alright. Silly me. You need to go to Mombasa. There we go. So it looks like we could go in here and liberate Japan as well. That's good to know. Yay, French Golden Age! Perfect timing. Will allow us to, excuse me, build up some cash reserves before the big war with Sweden. Which is basically what this episode, in case you haven't noticed, is going to be about. It's just kind of getting ourselves prepped for taking on the largest world power, which is a little bit concerning. Okay, where can you go that's close? There's really nowhere you can go that's close. Okay. And we have a workman up there in New York, so I don't know what you're gonna do, buddy. You're gonna have a nap, but we'll put you on farmland so I can spot you. And in fact, we should probably. Let's see how my bilingualism is. There we go, New York. I think that's how they spell it. As a Canadian, I probably should know how to spell new in French, but what are you gonna do? How about a circus? How about we get a circus in New York, get them some happiness. And then once the hydro dam's done in Paris, we can build that national wonder. Oh, hello, ancient tech people. Oh, look, the Americans built a city down there. Which is concerning if Sweden gets that. If Sweden gets that, we're going to have to take that from Sweden. Yes. Okay. And yeah, you can just sleep. One turn away from the hydro plant in Paris. Yay, a great engineer in Lyon. So that means we can take him, move him there, and then just hold off. Wait for the next thing to come along. Even though it would possibly be a good idea to build a manufactory near Orleans, I don't know about that. I'd rather have the fancy thing built. The fancy thing. The National Wonder build. Circus Maximus, which won't take any time at all. Opera House, that's what I've got to be going towards. Of course, keep forgetting that. Good old memory. Alright. We will just have you... Oh. Now he's gonna take damage, I think.
Min
Yes, we will renew it, because I'm busy scouting your territory to figure out how the hell I'm gonna take you over. And in fact, we should be going, we're friendly,
Come.
let's do a little bit of a trade, shall we? How about a
Esham
defensive
Shamazan.
pact? Thank you. And who else do we want in on here? We got Germany, we've got Dido. We really need to get Gandhi as well.
मैं आपकी शांति की कामना करता मैं सुन रहा हूँ
A little bit of gold, some iron, horses, and 1 aluminum.
क्या इस
If
इंतजाम
we
में
change
आपकी
that to
दिलचस्पी
80... In fact, what if we just do that? Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, we want an opera house. That's what we want here, so theater. Yes. Okay. What do we want? Faith from shrines and temples, that's not really useful, but Reformation would be. What do we got here? Combat strength of cities increased by 33%. That is pretty damn handy. And... yeah, we'll have to go the Reformation route. There we go. Head on up over there, workboat. Can you get an opera house in you yet? No, what am I missing? A temple? Alright. I don't think I need a temple for an opera house. No, the amount I play Civ, you would think I would know that. Nope. Apparently not. Alright, you can just sleep in Paris. Hey, Frenchianity spread. Alright, we got you done. And that's looking to be about all you can do, so go hang out with the cows, worker. And you can just come on in and fortify till you're healed. 8 of 16? No, we need more Frenchianity. 10. Well, I would have liked that to have been bigger. Say la vie. Alright. Rifleman. Upgrade. Next turn. Okay. So we did well with rigging of elections in Florence, and we're doing well with rigging of elections in Mombasa as well. Excellent. Now, we want... what do we want? In Troye, I guess a stock... Well, we don't really need a stock exchange. Man, I have no idea. Maybe a armory? Well, we do have quite a few sea resources worked, so there we go. Seaport in Troye. We'll have 2 seaports. Lyon and Troye. And... what do we need? We need to start building up a fleet. How much coal have I got? 3. That's not good. Iron 16, that's doing better. So we should build... What? We will go with a... Well, an iron... Jeez, I don't know, a frigate. That'll be good for now. We got our rifleman being made there. Okay. Let's got that section of Sweden figured out. Just chill there for now. And you can head down there. Yeah, take a boat, sure, why not? You can go there. Ooh, we're getting close to that iron. But I certainly can't buy that tile, can I? No. Okay, build a mine, and hit up that more exploration. Hit up that more exploration. Word. Alright. Barry, what can we build? We can build for you a military academy is probably a good idea. Get them troops trained in Paris. Okay, now, taking a look at the world and the way things are going, Washington, with their iron, their gems, and their pearls... That is a lot of gold. They're sitting at nothing. Now, if I move up, the Swedes don't have any military units other than a piece of artillery, so they're not taking that city. Should I take Washington? That's the big question. That'll leave America with Boston and Philadelphia. So I don't think that that'll count as taking wiping them out for whatever the equivalent in this game of infamy is, but I'm not exactly sure. So you guys, you wonderful watchers of my series, I'm leaving this up to you. Should I take Washington? I mean, it's sitting there, it's ready, I've got the forces that can take it in a moment. So, if you guys think I should, let me know in the comments. And I'm going to leave the episode here while we decide what we're going to do. Save game, get the backup done too. Alright, so thumbs up if you've... Let's try that again. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, whether we should take Washington or not, leave that below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.